Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to be taking a first look at the Cyrusher Trident. This bike is very similar to the Cyrusher Nitro, but it has a few upgrades. So we're going to get it out of the box here, put it together, and we'll see what we got. This is actually one of the first ones into the United States, and Cyrusher was nice enough to send it to me and let me take a look at it. So stick around, we'll see what we got here.
Whenever you're unboxing your new bike, always try to save the box, because if there's a problem with the bike and you need to send it back, if there's damage or something from shipping, if you've cut your box all to pieces, that's going to be an issue. So always come up to the top. You've got these big flaps, and you can cut all of this open and take a first look inside and see if there's any obvious damage. Now, you won't really know until you get the bike completely out of the box. And to do that, the easiest way that I've found is just to lay the box over once the flaps are open and slide the whole thing out. But definitely don't want to destroy the box yet, because if there's an issue, you're going to need that. So here it is as it came out of the box. This just slides out. Now, with all of Cyrusher's higher end bikes, you'll find that they're really well packed in all of this die cut foam like this. So you just kind of start lifting off pieces and we'll see what we got here. But real typical of how Cyrusher packs their more expensive bikes. This one looks like it came through shipping very well. I've got no problems with the box at all. If you see a tear in the box, make sure that you check the corresponding spot within the packaging and make sure that you don't have any damage. So far this looks real good. So I'm just going to go ahead and lift all this stuff out. You don't need to see that. I'll lay it all out and then we'll start assembling. So this is what I'm talking about with the really nice packaging job that Cyrusher does. Everything's got its own spot, and you've got protection all the way around. So very unlikely that you're going to have any damage from shipping in this kind of packaging. So the bike is out. They actually sent me a white one, which is really cool. Or maybe it is considered black. I see black up at the headset here, but white on other parts. This is a 1,000 watt Fang mid-drive motor. Probably peaks at somewhere close to 1,400 for a mid-drive. That's huge. Just seeing what I can see from here, everything looks really good. It's got a D&M air shock. You know that I really do like those shocks quite a bit. They're a good quality shock. I've never had a problem with them. We've got some sort of inverted fork here on the bottom. Oh, it is a D&M air fork. So this is a really nice upgrade from what the Nitro came with. I'm glad that Cyrusher was listening to feedback from buyers on that, and that looks like a really nice fork. I'm impressed with that. That looks great. Everything else looks just fine. I'm going to go ahead and pull off the foam here, put this up on my assembly table, and we'll get started on it. In this box will be the things that you need to put your bike together. Let's take a look at this first. This is a Star Union headlight. It's a nice aluminum housing. Feels very substantial, doesn't feel cheap at all. I like Star Union products, they're pretty good. I don't see how many lumens this is putting out. Maybe you can read that. Don't see anything other than 12 volt and 48 to 48 volts. But a nice looking headlight. So we'll see how much light that puts out. But that's a good start. Check this out. This is awesome. Thank you, Cyrusher, for putting together a really nice user's manual. Check this out. It's color. It looks pretty comprehensive. and it is a huge improvement over what used to come with the bikes. Really nice. That's awesome. That alone is going to make so many people happy. That's great. You've got your side stand here. Here are your pedals. These are wheel up, and oh, look at these. These are awesome. CNC machined carbon fiber. Feels super smooth. That is a really nice pedal. That again is a huge upgrade. So great choice on that Cyrusher. That feels like a really nice quality pedal. And down here we've got a better set of tools than they used to come with. Very nice. Better quality tools are always appreciated. And let's see, we've got the fork owner's manual and a couple of other miscellaneous tools here. So this looks like it may be a Torx bit, possibly for the brake rotors. So that's nice, very nice. So let's come over here and look at these bars. We have Star Union brakes, full hydraulic of course, Shimano Q's shifter. We've got our lever here for a dropper seat post. Yes, this does come with a dropper post. Very nice. And on this side we've got our throttle, a nice little switch for your headlight, and your controls for up and down control of your power assist. So this is what your battery looks like. It is a 20 amp hour, 52 volt, and everything right down to the charge port has been improved. This is a much better design and a much more positive seal here. So that's where you'll charge your battery when it's in the bike. The forks on this look amazing. Very nice choice. D&M inverted. Don't have the specs on how much travel they've got, but I'm going to guess probably in the area of 160, but we'll do some measuring on that and see. You've got a Schrader valve down here for your air. Got a rebound top right, preload top left, and they look really good. Very nice. The triples are substantial. You've got a double bolt here and a single up here. Look really, really good. Again, thank you for listening to the buyers of the Nitro, because I can tell that Cyrusher has made some really nice improvements on this bike. The overall look of the frame, yeah, the contours and all are really nice. Really, really pretty frame, nicely designed. Your battery's under here. It's a little different. I've never seen this style with the sort of cutout here, and the formed tubes look really nice. We've got a D&M air shock, as I mentioned before, with a lockout. That looks good. 4-link rear suspension. Oh, look at this. This used to be a 2-piece part here, but it's been welded on the middle, and now it is a super rigid single unit for your linkage there on your rear shock. So that's gonna take a little bit of flex out, and I'm sure give you a really nice ride. Come down here and remove the plastic before I forget. Got to have that ventilation for your motor there. This has protection on both sides of the big ring. Very nice. Keeps the chain on, and it also stops you from breaking a tooth when you're going over rocks. You won't be hitting your front ring. Coming back here, this is a 10-speed. It's running the Shimano Q's rear derailleur, and this does have a clutch on it. Also has the large chain wheels. you know that I love the Canada Crusade tires. I don't think there's a better fat tire out there than this. They wear really well and they're very puncture resistant. So a real good choice on that. Got 203 millimeter rotor and Star Union 4 caliper brakes. So that is an upgrade as well. The Fang 1000 watt mid-drive. You'll have to look up the specs online, but these you normally peak about 1400 watts. Huge power for mid-drive. This should have all sorts of climbing power. We'll get this out and test it here shortly. But the bike itself so far is looking really nice. You love the seat. Great choice on that one as well, Cyrusher. That looks very nice. So overall, just a really good first impression of this bike. I think they've come a long way in their evolution of off-road bikes, and things are looking awesome. So we're gonna get the wheel on, get the bars mounted, and take it out for a ride here. The next thing is to mount the headlight. You've got a couple of screws that are in the headlight that you'll need to remove, and you can use your Allens that came with the bike for that. So I'm going to put the Star Union logo up. So the back of it looks like this. One thing I'd like to point out is that the Star Union mount for this headlight is really nice. It's a metal and alloy mount rather than some of the plastic mounts that you see on other bikes. So very sturdy, and it's nice that it's going to be a high mount as well. Got both bolts holding the headlight in place. Now you just find the red plug and plug her in. And that's it, your headlight's on. Your front wheel installs very easily. You'll have a spacer here on your front caliper. It's just this plastic thing. Pull that out, and now you've got a gap for the rotor to go into the caliper. Loosen these guys. You'll have an end cap here that you'll need to loosen up and take off. And then you can remove your axle. The axle's through. The end cap is tightened up, and now just make sure to lock down your 4 axle bolts here, 2 on either side. So with your pedals, you've got a right pedal and a left pedal. Right pedal will have normal right hand threads, left pedal will have left hand threads, and that's just so that they don't unwind as you pedal along. If anything, they'll tighten up more. So this is a normal clockwise rotation on the right, and these don't have a 15 millimeter flat like you would find on many pedals. Instead, they're tightened by using a Allen wrench from the inside. You want to get them good and tight so that you don't have any creaks or noise while riding. There you go, you've got your pedals on and ready to go. So here we are with the bike assembled. Very easy assembly. Just putting on the bars, putting on the headlight, putting on the front wheel, and mounting your pedals. Couldn't be easier. Anybody can do that. Just take your time. I wanted to check the ground clearance on this bike, just to the bottom of the motor, and we're right at about 11 inches. So that's really good clearance. It'll be interesting to see once we get a little suspension adjusted right and a little bit of sag in the suspension and all that, where that comes out and where I end up with the cranks. But as of right now, it looks like a ton of clearance. Give this a few minutes to charge and I'm going to take it out for a test. All right, to turn the bike on, come over to your center button here, hold that down, and there's your screen. So I haven't done anything to modify any of the parameters in this. This is exactly how it came to me. So we have Eco mode, Tour mode, Sport, Sport Plus, and Boost. So instead of having numbers 1 through 5, each level has a name. So I'm going to go back down to Eco, that's off. Eco, which is the first, should be the lowest amount of assist. And we'll start out in that and see how it does. I think the Cyrusher Trident here may be a real contender for best off-road fat tire big mid-drive e-bike. It'll be in the same class as the Nyrika, the Cobra Pro, bikes like that, which are all in sort of the same price range as well. But with the full air suspension, the big motor that is programmed beautifully, each level has a nice amount of progression. So if you start out in Eco on flat ground, you're going to go a long ways with that, cover a lot of ground, and still have a very comfortable ride. And then when it gets really steep, if you need to go all the way up 5 levels to boost, the thing has incredible power.
Okay everyone, well I went out and did about 15 miles on this on some back roads. I can't ride more than that today because the air quality is so bad here in Colorado. We're getting forest fire smoke from other states today and the last several days. Actually yesterday we had the worst air quality in the world here in the Denver area, which is saying something. So you don't want to exert a whole lot when the air's that bad. So I rode for 15 miles. That was definitely enough to see that the programming on this bike is spot on. They have done a beautiful job of tuning this big mid-drive motor and making each level a nice progression. First impressions of this bike are that it's really, really well put together. Really nice upgrades from the previous models, and this thing rides nice. So I'm really looking forward to getting this out on some back roads, doing a bunch of exploring with it, and see how it does on some extended trips. So hey, thanks guys, appreciate you watching, and stay tuned, there'll be many more videos with the Trident here. We'll see how it does over time, and I will see you guys on the next one.